Already started, right? Hey, here we are. On the go. Let's check the brakes. I taxi out of here before you check your brakes, because then 70 Foxtrot can taxi in here. So, alright, now you can check your brakes. Okay, good. Then we can do the turn instrument check. Turn to the left. Left indication. All right.
All right.
Decrease, stabilize, decrease. Turn to the right. You're already here. Increase. Stable. Increase. Right and left. And next time you have it down.
Okay.
Good. We need to talk to Georgetown ground first. Would you be able to do your call already? Or should I do it?
Go and give me one and then I'll get brave later.
So, on the right frequency, and we have X-ray. Georgetown ground, Skyhawk 62 Whiskey on the east jump with X-ray VFR to the east.
Skyhawk 62 Alpha Whiskey, Georgetown ground, runway 36 taxi via runway 29er in Alpha.
29 Alpha, 36 Alpha Whiskey. On the go.
Yeah, I definitely have to get used to how slushy steering is when you're not going that fast.
Yeah, it's spring-loaded, and so it's not direct. So you gotta be moving first before the nose wheel even turns. And, you know, you get used to it, you have to anticipate it. And, of course, if we have a strong wind, like here we have a crosswind, so dive and away from the wind. Yeah, that should help. It's more a headwind, right? Here, crossing it. If it's a wind, then it's neutral and into the wind. Yeah?
Oop.
As it turns now into a tailwind, and I don't see the direction where it's coming from, you should dive and away from the wind.
Right.
Hold it like this.
375 Charlie, Georgetown Tower, good afternoon, altimeter 3055, wind 01015, gas 20, runway 36, cleared land. At 4,300 feet, so it's 1,300 feet above you as you're out to the case 3,000, is that correct?
Yeah, I felt when I was driving home the other night after doing all that taxiing, I felt like
he's coming here or just
driving my car felt weird.
Either way, I'm
I was
talking to him.
Yeah.
mashing on the gas. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out where my center line is further to the right than I think it is.
It is, yeah.
Cessna 3438, roger, enter midfield, right downwind for runway 36. You're going to follow Saratoga traffic 2 miles south of you, going to enter left, right to base. And if you get that traffic in sight, report them. Otherwise, report turning midfield or right downwind.
So for the run-up, do we go
to the run-up area? And we use the far left corner because we're the first plane.
right?
I mean, there might not be anyone coming right now, but you never know. And so we use the far corner. Go straight ahead. And give yourself enough room to get out of here. So that's plenty. The nose wheel is straight. That's what you want to go for. Yeah, brakes on hold.
Run up, brakes hold, fuel selector to both. Set for takeoff. Flight controls free and correct. I remember the way you did this. So
Okay, all the way forward. Way to the left, full range, right?
Yeah.
This aileron is up, where your thumb is.
Okay.
All the way back in this position. Elevator's up. Yep, correct. In this position, all the way to the right, all the way, and this is up, all the way forward in this position. And you have all possible combinations in full range.
1,009.
Okay.
Good. Now
Flip it around.
Yep, and move first before you try to turn, because she will not turn anyway, you know?
Okay.
So get it moving and then fall right, and a little brake on top, and that moves her nicely around, see? That's all it is. Please remember that we stop at a 45-degree angle to the runway because we want to see our base.
Right.
In a low-wing plane, that does not apply. Good. That's very nice. Now we can see base leg, we can see down the runway, and we see there's a plane coming in. Okay. I don't know if you want to make a radio call, or we can practice because we have to wait for him anyway. So what would be your initial call?
Georgetown Tower, Skyhawk 62 Alpha Whiskey, holding short 36.
438, number 2, following Duke traffic, left base to final, heading to your right, report your traffic in sight.
Gotta hold this, sir. That it's not flapping. Gotta hold this, please.
Did you like my practice? Follow up. Okay.
Sure. Georgetown Tower, Skyhawk 6 Alpha, order shot 36, and you see everything. You know who to call. You call tower. You know, see your call sign. You see the runway. So there's not too much.
438 traffic's passed off your west side now. Short final for runway 18.
I got him inside now for 438. Thank you.
Oh,
438 traffic's on full stop number 2, runway 36, clear touch and go.
It's already on base.
934.
Looks a little gusty.
Yeah, the problem is, you know, if it's gusty, like, reduce your flap setting a little. Ballooning. At least he didn't hit the nose wheel. Maybe the instructor helped. And don't play with that, you know. This is not play. It's actually, you know, you would not think, you know, but this tiny change makes a difference.
Yeah.
All right, let's give him a call.
Want me to do it?
Yeah, sure.
Georgetown Tower, Skyhawk 62 Alpha Whiskey, holding short 36, ready to go.
62 Alpha Whiskey, Cessna traffic on crime out is going to be a north departure, runway 36, on course, clear for takeoff.
On course, clear for takeoff, 36, 6 Alpha Whiskey.
On course, clear for takeoff, 6 Alpha Whiskey.
And you say your runway usually? Yeah? 36, okay, let's go. All right. It's just getting in the habit of saying the runway, you know, in case you have multiple runways.
Yeah, I like had it, and then as soon as I started talking, I forgot it.
So when you put in the power, give it time to accelerate, you know, the RPM, let the RPM come up, you know.
Yeah.
So, all right, on the go. All right, 60. Brakes. And see, when it's gusty, 70 is a much nicer speed, right?
Yeah, that's not bad.
When you're clear of the obstacles, you can already go to 80 and trim her out for 80.
About 1300.
Yes, sir. Look to the left, look to the right, and it's all clear. And we start our turn. here you roll out already. Roll out. Roll out. You know, the wind's pushing you back. You gotta fly, you gotta roll out earlier, yeah? Because otherwise your ground track looks like flying right back to the tower.
Okay.
So climb check here.
Alright, so 2,000.
Flaps up. Mixture. Throttle. Landing light comes off. Gauges are good. Airspeed's at 80. And there's 2,000. Nose comes down. And set your heading berg. Nose comes down, sir. Nose down. Nose down. You accelerate. When the speed is above 100, nose down. Nose down. You're still climbing. Power comes back.
What's the power setting?
2,100. You know, that helps you get stabilized a little more power. There. Okay, yep. A little cold, right?
A little bit.
So, now we trim her out and do our cruise check.
Okay. Prime, throttle, set, mixture lean, I guess you leave it in.
You lean it about half a thumb out. So twist it, about half a thumb.
About how much?
Half a thumb.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, heading indicator.
Alright. Indicating exactly 060.
Clear to the north, appreciate your help today.
438, first approved.
Good. Now we look at nav page number 4. Once we're clear of the airspace, I think we'll cross those trees, and then we try to find a road that is running north-south.
Okay.
And then we try to find our do our ground reference maneuvers.
Which one did you see?
Right there.
Okay.
The railroad and the road. That is not too far out because the wind's coming 010. So
yeah,
it's as good as we get it. So whenever you do ground reference maneuvers, your altitude can be between 600 and 1,000 feet AGL. Right now we are at 1,200 AGL, so we gotta go down to 1,600.
Okay.
So therefore we reduce our power, and from here we start going into the wind. Wind, and then you make a turn around. So, and make a turn to the left. Yeah, so that gives us more road.
Okay.
A little to the left, turn to the left. While you do that, you maintain your altitude, speed, everything. So a little more power. That's good. Not more than that. Alright, keep turning. And the road's coming up fast. Keep turning, keep turning, keep the turn in, keep the turn in. Keep the turn in. It's not traffic pattern, so you can bank more.
Okay.
Alright. I'll help you out a little here. Okay, you follow me through in the controls, okay?
Okay.
So, gas on both, undercarriage down, mixture enriched, everything set up for the maneuver. Yeah? Now we fly to the parallel, you know, the wings are parallel to the railroad, right here.
Right.
Immediately we gotta start a steep turn, because the wind's really pushing us out. And see, as I turn, I gotta hold my nose up so not to lose altitude. And see how much the wind's pushing me out?
Yeah, almost kind of skidding out.
Sure. So as I turn into the wind, I really got to reduce my pitch, because now the nose wants to come up. And I turn slightly, you know, less bank, till I'm right. When I cross the road, then I should be parallel to that again. Here, now, I got to start my turn, but I got to be very shallow in the turn. I've really got to hold and be patient, you know. Otherwise, I would end up right back over the road and I would not be able to make it. Then I really gotta steepen it up now, moderate bank about here, and I gotta bring my nose up. And now I need to steepen it up. Right rudder needs to come in, otherwise I don't make it. Nose needs to come up and roll out right above the road and immediately into the left turn.
Yep.
Otherwise the wind's pushing you out. Now it's really dynamic with this kind of wind. You know, if the wind's, and this is, you know, we would have to bank even steeper. Yeah, you can go up to 60 degrees. Otherwise, it looks too the radius of that half circle is should be the same size as the one here. You know,
right.
And so you have to practice a little to get the feel for the wind, because this one was bad. Yeah, because this radius was a lot larger than the one here, so I have to fly further out here, and steep. My bank angle needs to be steeper on the way out. So let's try that one more time. Right? So here very shallow. And of course, always he wants to see that he scan for objects, you know, for.
Right.
Okay, here we are. And the wind's really strong. Hold the nose up. Don't lose the altitude. And we gotta be dynamic. Right rudder. Keep the turn in.
Yep.
And here we are. And immediately into the steep turn. And you can go up. Okay, wanna take over?
Sure.
Okay. And here we are. You got the plane, and you can make left turns or right turns, whatever you prefer.
Left.
Enter. What must we do? Shallow, right?
Oh.
Otherwise you end up right back.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know?
Yeah.
Very shallow. Now steepen up. Now you gotta go really aggressive. And hold the nose up on the downwind. Hold the nose up, sir. Bring the nose up. She will drop otherwise. And roll out. And immediately to the right. Fast. Steep. Nose up. Okay, and now nose down. Alright. Right rudder needs to come in the turn. See how the wind's pushing us out?
Yeah.
Crazy. And into the wind, sir, you gotta bring the nose down. Yeah, otherwise you start climbing. Here you are. Now you gotta be very, very slow.
Yeah.
Very slow, sir. That's not very slow. That is slow. Alright. And then you steepen it up. Watch your altitude. And now hold it up. And keep turning. This is the steepest part. And roll out. Fast. And immediately into the right turn. Nose up. Okay, and now nose down. Slow nose down because you're turning into the wind. Gotta shallow it out a little. Otherwise you end up right at the same spot. Good. And one more turn. Very shallow.
Yeah, keep wanting to crank on that first one.
Okay, and we exit on the downwind. Yep. Now the wind's still coming from there, so when we turn, do I have to turn more into more than 90 degrees or less than 90 degrees?
More, right?
Okay, because we have a crab angle, and we gotta lead our turn early. Nose up, and roll out. Here we go. Now here, that you fly parallel. Okay, very nice. That's what you need to see.
Oh.
And now you gotta be shallow because the wind will push you right over it. You gotta have that on your side. Now you gotta turn less, very shallow. Look at that, very shallow, right? And less than 90 degrees. Yeah, less than 90 degrees, nose down. See, because here is the road, the trees. You need to, less than 90 and into the wind. That's what you need. Same here, the next turn will be less than 90 degrees, and kind of shallow, and you don't need to lead, you need to fly further out, otherwise the wind pushes you right back. on it. Yeah. So here we start our turn. Gotta watch our altitude, inside, outside reference. That is what that is all about. And in here, you know, you already start rolling out because you see you're tracking along that field line. See that? And now here comes the hard part. Now you gotta start your turn early, otherwise the wind will push you out. And steep and into the wind. So a lot more than 90 degrees to end up there. Okay? You got it? Look at that. How fast that is, right?
Yeah.
It's really amazing, right?
Well, it's kind of weird getting a visual because I can see that we're...
Here. Don't let the wind blow you out, right? Here we gotta lead our turn. So that is the hard part. Yeah, the nose is like this, and but you gotta see where you are flying, you know? That's what we do in the traffic pattern. In the traffic pattern, we fly like this. Watch out as you turn into the wind, the nose wants to come up. And hot. Very shallow bank because the wind is pushing you right back if you bank steep. And into the wind, this is what you have to memorize. Yeah, into the wind, nose down. Out of the wind or with the wind, nose needs to come up. Now I see that we are being pushed to the side. Yeah? You're being pushed over that field.
Yeah.
Right? Because you didn't roll out early. Yeah, the wind's from 010, so it's pretty accurate. Well, that's the turn. That's the squared pattern.
You're just using.
You start the maneuver, you know, doing left turns, and your first turn is into the wind. And basically, when the point is a beam, that means 90 degrees offset, down there, yeah, and you are downwind level, wings level, then okay, you start with the steepest turn, right?
Right. I guess head that way.
Yes, sir. It should work.
Clear left.
And that's your clearing turn. And then always do the gums check. Gases on both, undercarriage, mixture is enriched as we want it. Yeah, everything's set up. Speeds below 100. Yeah. So what you need to see down there is the road to the west, sir. We're taking this pond, right?
Yeah.
So the road needs to be to your west. And look at the ground speed, 127. That makes that today an excellent day to practice that because you really have, you know, you really see it. It makes a difference, you know. Okay, roll out, roll out, roll out. You need to fly level till it's perpendicular. And now you start the maneuver. Your next reference point you want to be that the other road is down there. And you see, really got to turn steep now. You got to go moderate. Right? Otherwise you end up too tight. Yeah. And then as you turn. Now you see, as you go into the wind, you gotta go really shallow, yeah? Otherwise, the wind's pushing you right back towards it.
Right.
Very shallow, sir. The wind's pushing you towards it. You're now right into the wind. Very shallow, sir. You will not make that northern road if you bank too much. Yeah, just pick your reference point and see roughly where you are. Now you need to slowly start increasing your bank. Because it should not be like level and then lots of bank. It should be a gradual change all the time. Yeah, really steepen it up. Yeah. Moderate and see, not all the way out, sir. It's not a square. Yeah, you should fly a circle.
Yeah, yeah. trying to square my turns.
Yeah.
For some reason.
And see how much you're being pushed out?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you need to increase it. And as you go into the wind, you shallow it out. That is square, yeah. You fly a square. You don't fly a circle, yeah. Now you start turning. See, that is, you know, you gotta fly it a little more aggressive. That means, you know, more dynamic. Maybe even a little tighter turn, you know. So we can really see that you fly a circle, you know, and not a square.
Yeah.
Hey, turning. Okay, let's put a little more dynamic in here. Get it into the wind. Okay, there we go. And we want to shallow it out. Okay. Alright. Yeah, he wants to see a circle, you know? He does not want to see a square. Yeah, here I already start increasing my, because I look at my reference, right? Because this is where I want to end up, you know? I gotta hold my nose up, now I'm going down. And now even more. Okay, and we exit on the downwind before these people call the cops. Okay. Here we are, downwind, 010, and we exit on the downwind. Okay.